All right, we should be live. Let me see. Oh, up. There we go. Okay, mute tab. Make sure the stream loaded. All right, awesome. So it looks like we're all good to go. All right, what's gaming gamers? It's your boy Olina. I'm back at it, back to our roots with some more Hearts of Iron 4. Playing some Kaiserreich today. So before we played is the Mingan Insurgency, the Left Kuomintang. Today we're going to be playing at the request of a subscriber. We're playing as Poland. Let me just get those links sent out. Got my mic in the way. And all right. So yeah, let's just get into it. So basically, story for hello Hunter. Story for Kaiserreich Poland is essentially okay. Well, we have some stuff to read, but the story for Kaiserreich Poland is Germany sort of had their pre World War One, pre Weltkrieg borders. Took more took the like sort of Polish Russian territory and basically carved out essentially a duchy or Polish state essentially. So the Poland in Kaiserreich is much more diminished than the Poland in vanilla Hearts of Iron 4, which in addition to having like some like Polish German territory and Polish Austrian territory also has like a bunch of like non-Polish territory from uh say Lithuania and whatnot. Yep, so carved out of former Russian territory. Yeah, so we have a German monarch with August the 4th. And the removal of the Hohenzollern monarch, even if it means that much blood has to be shed. You know what they say, guys? Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, or a German general in Kaiserreich what they did during World War II in our timeline. Uh, there we go. Yeah, we won't worry about path guides. We can just play it as is, see what happens. This is just general Kaiserreich ones. Yep, should be good to go. Alright, cool, we have an army. A whole 12 divisions. Oh yeah, we got this Guderian guy. I think so. This guy has organizer, so I think we're gonna want to promote Holler because then we can get logistics wizard to get the extra supply consumption. So think mm, theater experience can camouflage. Ooh, camouflage expert damage reduction against cast. That's pretty good. I think we'll take that guy, and we'll just promote Holler once we have the um. Yeah, you gain and lose generals in certain paths. Yeah, I mean, it's not like we're going to be gaining experience in the meantime, so we'll see what happens. Go ahead and get started on our focuses. What do we got? Probably going to need to build up our industrial base. Let's build a civilian factory for the time being. Okay, cool. We start with trucks and trains. Yes, nice. All right, and we'll just build infantry equipment. Go ahead and queue up some trains and trucks because we will need those for logistics. And we will also, do we have AA guns? Oh, we have AA at the start. Yeah, we'll want some AA also in the future. Alright. Should be good to unpause, and as is tradition, we should get a lot of... Oh, and we'll turn off player-led peace conferences for the time being, because the big thing is that there's the Belgian War. We're in the Reichspakt, so we'll get called into wars. We'll get called into wars, but we won't get any war score, which can break the game. Hello. We won't get... so since we'll be forcibly called into wars, but be unable to gain war score, it can break the peace conference. Because we won't be able to... We won't have any war score to spend, which becomes an issue. To avoid that, let's see. If we seek investors... we get political power, yeah. So we're not going to want to do these. We're going to want to try to acquire foreign-owned assets. Yeah, alright. I think we should be good to just run it. Probably get some events here pretty quickly early on. Unfortunately, we have yeah, forest and plains for our border with Germany. We don't have any real natural borders. Kornilov storms Moscow. Oh, we have an Air Force. And of course, we have no Navy because we're landlocked. What do we start with? We start with market liberals in power. Federalist Charter. Or the 8th crown. Like, what path will you choose? I think we're gonna try and, I think we're gonna. I was tempted to go Nat Pop, but that makes us alone with Moscow. I'd like an independent Poland, which apparently most of the socialist paths can do an independent Poland. So I think we might go like Radstock, but maybe we'll do Totalist or something. Basically, most of the Polish paths, you're either aligning with Germany or Austria or Russia, and I would like to avoid all of those. So, and aligning, if we go socialist, at a minimum, we'll align with the Third International, which will if we align with Third International, we should be able to carve ourselves out a pretty good sphere in Eastern Europe. Because I think like Black Monday, the Anglo-Afghan War, who cares about Afghanistan? Um, I think all the other potential, like I've seen Ukraine go down their syndicalist socialist path, but they usually get crushed by Germany. So I think if we go as socialist as Poland, we should be the only like socialist state in Eastern Europe, barring like the Soviets coming back. So what? So I guess doesn't look like this one impacts what we can actually do for a military one. So division speed. Ooh, so we appoint Kaiser. Division defense, max plan. Okay, max planning is meh. I think we're probably gonna want the defense. Speed is not something that I super highly prioritize. And plus defense, if I remember right, defense still gives you breakthrough, which is just really good. So we'll go with this guy. No, we're gonna kind of turn on the Germans, so gonna avoid that. Um, we have like some negative malices: reduced stability, reduced Germany, division organization, professional army, polarized society, and those left behind. Uh, we get a research slot from any of these? Nope. I think we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and get this extra factory. It might hurt our consumer goods, but we'll get we can go ahead and start building production efficiency. And we'll get that production efficiency retention, which will be very good as we tech up. Sorelian's elected. The aftermath of the Berlin crash. Oh no. Onwards. Let's see. Uh, Drop the gold standard, I guess. And maybe we want to go ahead and do this. Green Empire withdraws from Italy. Now we're going to do that. It's our chance to buy it. Oh, and we can't. That's right. We can't change our. I'm guessing these are like, yeah, those are probably like special divisions we get from being aligned with Germany or something that will have special effects. Strengthen the socialists. What could go wrong? Oh, Mosley elected. Oh. Oh. Huh. An interesting development. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get radio. We can go ahead and change at least like these guys to our regular infantry division. Excuse me. Oh man. I don't know how the ideologies work in Kaiserreich because they do influence the like spirit of the army you get, but I don't really know uh, how exactly they work. I think like I believe in command. I'm pretty sure is like the democratic ones, like all the like these are like the vaguely democratic uh ideologies, and then these are like the equivalent communist ideologies and the equivalent fascist ideologies. I'm pretty sure for that stuff, but not 100%. But I always go for planning and logistics, so we can always pick that. Yeah, order must be maintained with bayonets if it comes to that. What could go wrong? And the army tells, oh boy, this will strengthen the socialists and the Republicans. We recruit. I really don't know if we want to recruit anybody just because we're going to lose ideologies, uh, lose options as certain things happen. Let's see. Yeah, like a bunch of these we lose if we go socialist. probably we do break independence from Germany and end of a war. We probably want to try and like see if we can grab like up to this river and hold along there. That'd be a good defensive spot. Huh. Honor him. I think we want because reduced popularity should spread it to other ones. So yeah, okay. So we want to do that. We don't need to do a royal tour. We go dispersed industry because dispersed industry is great. Well, let's try another socialist. Ooh, weekly stability guy? Not bad. Do we have anybody who's just a reduced consumer goods? Ooh, minus 3% reduced consumer goods? Like we can have them no matter what. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and just grab this guy. Let's see, anti-German publications. I'll close the prints. Articles like him are a threat to the nation. An early end for a strange fate. This must be thoroughly investigated. Unpopular with the nationalists, would give us the resources needed to find all the conspirators. All help is welcome. Investigate the unions. Let's investigate the church. Will we need anti-tank? How are we on regular tanks? Oh, we do have research bonus. We'll go ahead and grab some of these armor techs then, since we have research bonuses. Let's see. Oh, cool. Extra operative slot. Neat. Unfortunately, this is a lot less exciting than left KMT because we're not really fighting any wars yet. Hmm. Let's see. The Germans can take the blame. And weaken the monarchy further, which would probably strengthen the socialists. I think that's what we want to do. That doesn't look like that really strengthened the socialists at all. Oh, we can investigate the officer corps. Indochina declares independence. Cool, yeah, I think our last game they didn't revolt at all when we were playing as left KMT. Keep acquiring foreign-owned assets. The reason we want to do this is because both the Germans and the Austrians can increase their influence, so we kind of want to be well above 50% for that. Isn't one Poland enough for Vienna? Mad Baron's rule is at an end. Oh, it can recruit an opera. Ooh, operation cost minus 20%. Minus 10% risk. Ooh. Oh, hey, Scarbeck. Scarbeck's an option in vanilla. I guess they added her in Kaiserreich as well. I'm sure we'll pick her. Hmm. 10% political power gain, 12% political power gain, construction speed, 15% political power gain, and stability. I think we want this political power and stability for the time being. And we'll reign in decision. What could go wrong? Good work, officers. Oh, then we'll lose the... Yeah, we got... oh, well, we need to greatly weaken the Republicans either way, so... We gotta do this one. Oh, well. Yeah, throw some medals at Songhansky to make it look more like an honor. Sure. If we investigate the unions, we can probably strengthen the socialists. So, I think we'll do that. Because we should have the option to just not do anything, which should strengthen the socialists, hopefully. Alright. Let's just keep doing... Go ahead, grab the armor tech again, take advantage of our bonuses from being in Germany's faction. Or, well, Germany's sphere or whatever. Kaiser Wilhelm Society. Is the AI even researching? And it was just a random smattering of text, it seems. What else could take advantage? I guess prefer to do mediums instead of heavies. May as well get anti-tank guns, I suppose. Alright, we got another operative. Streetwise seems good, I suppose. Yeah, check the courts to lift of the immunity. Do not allow the communards to infiltrate us. Oh, gotta pick a new focus. We should probably fix our economy. Probably don't need to spend any more political power. We're pretty good influence at this point, and we're going to get more from dropping the gold standard. Oh, this doesn't add to 100%, but could be like a bunch of rounding errors, maybe. Oh, looks like the left KMT lost. But they get for not having us in charge. The second time, at least. Okay. Yeah, ban all socialist unions. Why not? What could go wrong? Oh, I gotta do... we're doing the Bund. Indochina lost. Huey Long elected president. See what a Southerner can do as president. Alright, let's see. Do float the Zlotsky. Then we can do loans from foreign banks. Oh boy. Send in the cavalry. Finish Civil War. Oh, we need to do another investigation, I believe. Yeah. Investigate the People's Party, I think, is uh, yeah, they're like the moderates. They're one step away from syndicalism. Wow, that was a lot of socialist support. Let's go and do dispersed industry to get more building slots. The radical wing. Now we're getting a lot of these. I think we might be strengthening the socialist guys. What are we doing on our economy? 65? Yeah, that's pretty good. I think the AI are heavily biased to sell off their Polish holdings, get political power, so that doesn't seem too difficult. Okay, yeah, 90 days to get a civilian factory. I think we will take that. That's our interesting return to the old Slavic faith. That's a good Crusader King sort of deal. Highly alarming. Let's start making arrests. And go ahead and investigate them. Oh, Ukrainian People's Republic, Social Democrat. How long that lasts? All unions are inherently treasonous vessels. Oh boy, business is booming. Ukrainian Revolution. They'll just tighten censorship. Protests in the countryside. Let the rabble protest. What could possibly go wrong? Serbian Republic declared war on Bulgaria. Oh boy. Nationalist coup in Bolivia. Fourth Balkan War. I think the socialists might be a little strong. Surge in anti-Semitic. Oh no. Nothing new under the sun. Is to 100%. The king calls his privy council. He's like, we need to deal with the socialists. And he's like, somebody at the Privy Council like, actually, sir, they have to point. Then the king's like, okay, everybody in the Privy Council is a socialist. Please raise their hand. All the Privy Council raises their hand. King's like, oh. We'll subvert Republican influence, and then we can do this to strengthen the socialist. Are there any alternate history story that trigger you because astronomically stupid and dumb? I mean, basically anything that's like, oh, this thing that was interpreted as a big turning point never happened, and so this country just sort of was ascendant for the rest of history. Um, like, I haven't read too much of it. I just know the vague premise of turtle doves, um, like the South winning the Civil War. Um, I don't think that one makes a whole lot of sense. I don't think the South could have really like thrived and survived if it had won the Civil War somehow. Um, like it would have needed to it still would have needed to industrialize, which the North was just like a lot better at. And I don't know what kind of political strife it would have suffered from attempting to industrialize while keeping its landed gentry. But I haven't read the book, so I can't really criticize that too much. I mean, basically anything where the Nazis winning World War. I mean, it gets to a lesser extent, like Turtle Dove's timeline where aliens invade during World War II, and I know that like the like Nazi regime survives for like 30 years or whatever. And I just don't really see how that would happen. I mean, I guess in theory, because I think the lore in that one is that the war basically, quote unquote, like the actual war between combatants basically ends and everybody's trying to fight the aliens. So I guess if that opened up like more trade and stuff, but I still don't see really how the Nazi regime could have survived very well. Like I think the New Order paints a good picture of how like even the Nazis surviving, their political and economic system just wasn't sustainable. Um, Okay, no. Any alternate history story that upsets me because of how stupid and dumb it is. If you've ever look up the game, hold on, I'm gonna look this up really quick. So I played. There's a game called Homefront, not the film. Yeah, there was a Homefront video game released in 2011. And the story is that it's set in a dystopian United States in 2027, where the game's backstory dates back to the 2010s, where tensions are high between North Korea and the global powers. Um, in 2013, Kim Jong Un successfully leads a peaceful reunification with South Korea, creating the Greater Korean Republic, becoming a technological and economic global power. In 2015, a war between Iran and Saudi Arabia broke out, both becoming nuclear armed states that devastated global oil supply, causing gas prices to skyrocket. 2 years later, the U.S. military recalled much of its Pacific Fleet. Japan, significantly weakened due to the diminishing of the U.S.-Japan Security Treaty, was easily conquered by the Korean Republic a year later and annexed shortly thereafter. Yeah, by 2024, North Korea's annexation has continued throughout Southeast Asia, including emerging economic powers, basically recreating Japan's co-prosperity sphere. Um, then they launched a satellite which detonated a high-altitude nuclear device over the United States, creating electromagnetic pulse that wiped out most of the nation's electrical infrastructure, including parts of Canada and Mexico. The Korean People's Army launches a massive amphibious invasion starting the Korean-American War. They seize control of Hawaii and much of the U.S. Pacific coast. Korean paratroopers are deployed over the Midwestern United States, with the U.S. military severely crippled and scattered. Launch a final offensive to take control of the remaining states. However, Americans were able to counterattack, leaving the eastern states free but effectively divided from the nation at the irradiated Mississippi River. Yeah. Yeah, this is... Yes, it is basically, North Korea manages to peacefully reunify with South Korea under the North Korean government, and then succeeds in militarily annexing most of Southeast Asia. I think there's also the implication that China is basically like directly supporting them somehow. And yeah, that is probably the dumbest alternate history I have ever like actually, because I played through the game and beat the game, the video game, and yeah, that is probably the dumbest alternate history I have ever read of North Korea invading and occupying the United States. Let's see. It changed the line. Do we dare to act? Yeah, sure, what could happen? They'll rule without them. Mr. August, I don't feel good. Minus 18% stability. Oh, man. And get construction, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, also just look at like the idea that they would that like a reformed Korean republic would somehow be able to militarily invade and occupy Japan. I mean, just look at the war in Ukraine. Like, in a direct land war, Russia's having difficulty conquering Ukraine. Forget the logistics of a Korean naval invasion on Japan, not to mention the presumed international sanctions that would be levied against Korea in that situation. I just don't. That makes no sense. I mean, yeah, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like, yeah. I mean, also, again, and also the idea that South Korea would peacefully unify with North Korea under the North Korean military dictatorship. Like, what? Why would that ever happen? Um, they don't even give an explanation for why that happens. Like, because at least, like at least they give like the explanation of like global oil supply crisis, um, gas gas prices skyrocketing, economic turmoil and social unrest in the United States. But like they literally give no reason for why South Korea would ever be like. There's no like domestic unrest or anything that's mentioned in South Korea as to why South Korea would unite with North Korea. Start making the arrests. Yeah, sure. The left wing of the party takes over. Yeah, because we would like to go Radsock if possible. Oh, geez. Oh, wow, that's very high. I think we may have strengthened the socialists maybe a bit too much. Yeah, 60 times the GDP. Not to mention, like, mm, how would they get the manpower to, like, again, just the logistics of maintaining an invasion of the United States. But also the fact that assuming the United States wouldn't retaliate with its own, like, that doesn't mention at all what the United States does with, like, their, nuclear triad. Like, the U.S. isn't just going to roll over and fight a land war on the continental United States. Not to mention, also, that would completely, like, destroy the global economy. I mean, I guess, again, if you're arguing that, oh, the global economy's already been destroyed because of high gas prices, but, like, Oh, they said that the economic power of South Korea like fueled North Korea, but like the North Korean government would presumably like cause the South Korean economy to rapidly collapse as like they're internationally functioning companies were not allowed to continue functioning like that. Then standoff. Oh yeah, and because MacArthur could the Pacific states separated. Oh boy. Only arrest the known radicals. Yeah, like that's the thing. I think if you're like doing it like if you're doing it to be like wacky or satire or whatever, it can be interesting. But like if you're trying to be like it's the worst when it's like super serious. Oh man, there's also another one. I had a friend explain to me synopsis. There's also a book called like The American Monarchy, where a monarch takes control of the United States. And yeah, that is also incredibly, incredibly dumb. The idea that if the United States, because the whole logic with that, like the president basically went insane, uh, and then the military essentially couped the president, but nobody in the military wanted to take over, and they didn't want to hold elections or anything, so they were like, "Hey guys, let's invite like a member of the Danish royal family or something to become the monarch of America." It's like, what? The polarization continues. Oh, cooperative subsidies, what does this do? Oh, we'll do that because that helps us with Black Monday. Start making the arrests. I may have strengthened the socialists a bit. Oh boy, new industrial zone, though. Oh, okay, hold on. Gotta pause. Send in the cavalry. What even is our popularity? Not great. Oh god. Yeah, that's the worst that could happen. What nonsense. Military coup in Japan. Ooh, secure some Austrian loans? Yeah, sure. Guys, don't worry, we're fixing the economy. Mm-hmm. That sounds like it. Also, what... So Sukarno, is it that, like, he, like, still lives his normal life, but then time travels? Or is it that he just disappeared one day because he time traveled into the future? And he's like, hey guys, it's me. I'm in charge again, or whatever. I think we'll do slash the tariffs right now because we do want to make sure we stay above 50%. Go ahead and get this mechanical computing for better research, maybe. Alright, so let's go and grab military police. They will be useful later. You know what? We'll try and get away with slashing tariffs. I do want to recover quicker if possible. All of Madrid, who's winning? CNTFAI, but I guarantee. Let's go ahead and also probably get away with early mobilization, I think. Radicalization among the workers, oh no. What are they gonna do? What could they do? What are they gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm liking our chances for the next election, guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah, time travel to modern times. Like the well-known documentary Kung Fury about Hitler in the modern day. Oh, geez. Uh-oh. And then the police. Yeah, that doesn't really make any sense. Yeah, you usually see. I've sometimes seen Bulgaria win this war, but yeah, it's tough for them. Yeah, I mean that ignores like political realities of. I don't know how it is in Indonesia, but like in the United States, there's very much a political like not dynasty but hierarchy where it's very common that like for people that want to move up politically, there's the concept of waiting your turn. So like somebody who might be a prominent state level legislator, they might be quote unquote in line to take a like congressman's seat when that congressman retires, particularly for like safe seats where one party's guaranteed to always win them. Um, or it could be clear like, okay, this guy's going to run for governor, or this guy's going to run for senate. When those seats become available. And there is like contention, there are like primaries and elections and whatnot, but it's very much a restricted field of candidates. And you often don't have people challenging incumbents in primaries. Um, so, like, assuming it's any amount similar in Indonesian democracy or whatever, it's not like, all the people who are like, oh, I'm going to be next in line for the presidency or I have ambitions for the presidency. They're not going to be like, oh, yeah, let's just have this new guy that came out of nowhere be in charge now. Now, maybe you could have something if you had like a French situation where people are broadly upset with like the major political parties, and you sort of have a new political movement. Um, oh wow, yeah, that is crazy. Just ask for German support. I'm gonna grab a save because there's a chance the Germans can actually like win this. Sounds like it. Let's see. I would like to get that research slot and get the factory though. Crisis on the Danube. I ain't got my army divisions yet. Nope. Oh, cool. They're selling off their holdings. Oh. Sure. Do we want that, or do we rather get the political power? Probably want the political power, because we're not going to join. Oh boy, formation of the Moscow Accord. So little political power. More factories than 50? And we do have a while to do that, but geez. I think we'll get this extra civilian factory, and then we'll go for our go ahead and get this excavation tech because we have a big research bonus for it. May as well get the better artillery, I suppose. And we could do this basic infantry. Put it in research. Because it'll just be good to get that research slot. Ooh. Wait, Norway's in the Moscow Accord. Okay. Surprised the Ukrainian People's Republic has survived. Oh boy, mobile warfare. Oh, we can post the final report. I think everything's fine. I'll let him talk. I kind of need the political power to take some of our industrialization options because we're getting so little political power right now. Casually declare caliphate of what with himself as caliph or caliph. That'd be kind of insane. It is better this way. Add decimated underground. Hooray. And nothing important. We didn't sacrifice anything. We'll be fine. So, Fall of Chicago? What? Oh, man. Oh, okay. Jeez. That's... Wow. If the AUS wins, like, that'll be like... I mean, if they take the CSA, I think they'll just easily capitulate the Pacific states. I was surprised Pacific states held on... Huh, the Feds held on to New England and the PSA held on to Alaska. Interesting. This person again. Yeah, that... Yeah, that seems definitely ahistorical, to say the least. Third International got some allies. They didn't get Belgium, but maybe Belgium will happen in a little bit. Do this one because it's fewer days. Alright. Oh, does not the National Spirit Rural Literacy Command. How long does that go for? 360 days? Jeez. Could use the political power. We have pretty good investment, I think. And 63. I guess we're going to lose a little bit from, these Count meets the King. I think we'll just go ahead and pick this guy for the time being because I could use the political power, and I don't think... Yeah, the socialists are still by far and away the most powerful. Hmm. Go to park mobilization, we get the local power also. I think we want to go ahead and get the partial mobilization because that's minus 5% consumer goods factories. But I don't know. That one's only 100 days as well. I guess we can go ahead and do that. We'll do partial mobilization then after that. I would create more factories so we can take more of these decisions. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, bonus mechanical computing. China, Portugal joining the Entente. Guess we'll go ahead and do, yeah, we need to do cooperative subsidies to, okay, it's only grown. Goodbye, Mr. Piast. What do we need next? I guess we'll keep doing excavation. Again, we want to take advantage of the technology sharing while we can. We're just not going to really need a navy for what we're going to be doing. So, I think we'll go ahead and grab. We'll go ahead and grab like these armor ones. I think we'll get a bonus for mediums or something in our army tech research. So we can look at that. Go ahead and do fuel the industries. Because we'll point this guy. Because we don't want to strengthen the nationalists. Hmm. Let's go ahead and do this one. Recruit Black Monday and get a civilian factory. really wonder how these are going to work because you could all reduce Black Monday by 8% and it's at 7%. So would we get a positive modifier or will it just remove it? I don't know. Let's see. Alright, I'll just keep improving the economy. Oh, cool, we can get, like, steel production. Would be nice. Yeah, I can afford that. Let's go ahead and try and get some extra steel, because we do have a deficit. Yeah, a very small deficit, but it'll be good to get some steel. Our trade law. Export focus. That's Ireland. Fund the, ooh, 2 civilian factories? What I like to see. Ooh. That's the, we want more ooh. Let's get, I'd rather get the extra building slots from the increased dispersed industry, so let's do that. What happened in the, oh, so so Bulgaria lost, but then they had the Nat Pops take over, and when the Nat Pops take over, or wait, this might still be the original war? Bulgarian-Serbian War. Is this the first war? Because Bulgaria's borders right now, so you can see the borders in the outline. So these borders would indicate that Bulgaria... But these are Greece's borders. So, now what happened was, okay, what happened was Bulgaria lost, and then they elected the Nat Pops, who then fight a second war. So yeah, Bulgaria strikes back essentially. I'm not I thought the Serbians took Macedonia. If they win the war, but maybe not. I don't know, those borders don't make a ton of sense to me, but oh well. In terms of like how the game unfolded, but yep, seeing to have how I seem to be doing well. Okay. King should not override a democratic decision. We get our... Nope, just a regular research lot. Oh boy, now we're getting bonuses for mediums. Our election's going to be in May. So I don't know what happens. I'm going to try and get more of these focuses, but I think our focus tree might change before we get a chance to do that. Follow your heart. Do domestic aircraft manufacturing. I think we'll keep him because I could really use the political power. Did you get rid of Black Monday? Oh, I think we did. Cool. I think I'll save up for partial mobilization at this point. Um... Oh, now we can do interwar artillery with a big bonus. They changed Chen Jianming's picture again. I feel like they did. At least would give us a fact. I'd rather get partial mobilization if we can still do that, which we can. Yeah, but oh geez, yeah. I think they'll lose Macedonia at least in this one. They might become puppeted actually. Um, Yep, okay, so Serbia must only take Macedonia in the second war then, and Greece took a little bit more territory. Romania looks like didn't take anything else, and yeah, Bulgaria is puppeted by Serbia. Oh, now we can do partial mobilization. Hooray. Yep. I do wonder. Because Greece, yeah, Greece ends up taking this territory. I mean, I guess they always will just end up. I mean, this is going to be a good amount of resistance they're going to have to deal with, at least in Macedonia. No, the People's Republic is social liberal. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we'll be able to get these bonuses, assuming our focus tree changes when the election happens. Which is what I'm assuming, but we'll see. Yeah, no, this should end now that they've been puppeted. I don't know what happens to their focus tree, though, now that they're puppeted. A lot of countries, once they get puppeted, their focus tree kind of just stops. I'll play CK3 sometime. Gotta do the HOI run. Kaiserreich's great. Not my favorite mod, but I enjoy it. I like that it keeps the mechanics mostly the same for HOI. Um, Mostly just adding a bunch of like focus trees and whatnot to the missions. Whereas the new order's just oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I just play the mod. The new order, like for example, in my Ireland game in the new, and I played an Ireland game in the new order. You literally never fight a war in that one. You're just taking decisions and focuses. Hmm. See, I need. Oh wait, I did. I wanted to commission the industrial zone because that'll get us another factory, a civilian factory in particular, because we don't really want more military factories right now. Really shocking. Oh, new national folks. Oh god. Okay, I think we're getting a bunch of stuff happening because the election's about to happen. Oh, I just would like to finish these three focuses. And check that out. Let's get a research speed, I guess, while we have the group faction option. I do also want to play some Old World Blues at some point. I do like that mod, but I have had issues with that mod crashing, which obviously would be not fun during the stream. Um, and also sometimes, I know I played that mod in multiplayer once and had pretty bad performance. Other times in single player, it's usually performed pretty well. So, still have very high socialist support, so I think the socialists will win the election, but let's see. I don't know, again, what's going to happen with our focuses. Okay, there are the elections. We'll allow them to take office, but well, I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to let this focus finish. I feel like that's yeah, I feel like that's a lot of the case for Old Rules. I mean, I think that's a case for a lot of just like, open source, not for profit creative endeavors, is that like, um, people are basically just contributing on their own and whatnot, and you can't really have a that sort of structure. But okay, so did that. Okay, so it's still letting me do my economic focuses for now. See what happens. Ah, okay, the election's in 1938. We'll worry about that later. So we'll finish up. Okay, we can finish up our economic focuses before doing some of that stuff. Oh boy, what now? Okay, I think we want to renegotiate. Oh, yeah, how the U.S. Civil War, geez. Oh, wow. I don't know what happened, but the AUS got wrecked. They were doing really well, and now they've been smacked. Maybe, this has to have been something that allows the CSA to rebel. Um, but I thought they got rid of the ability for rebels, because they used to be like, you used to be able to have AUS rebels spawn, like in Michigan, and you used to be able to have CSA rebels spawn, but CSA rebels must have spawned down here. I don't know how else this could happen, because CSA isn't going to be doing a national amphibious invasion, but I'd say the PSA are probably favored to win at this point, especially since even if the CSA were to win, Canada tends to declare a war on the CSA, so I think the PSA are probably going to win now. But I said that to the AUS, and we saw what happened, so. A good number of civilian factories now. King went to war with Feng Chan. Well, see how that goes. Oh man, plus 20% max factories in states. Nice. Oh, and we're gonna get another plus 20% factories in states modifier. Beautiful. Don't really want to do either of those. Hold up, what? Nice. So we didn't get everything we could have gotten, but uh we got Krakow and Lwów, so that's pretty well, so that's pretty good. I'll take it. That's nice. All right. Um, I'd like to fix that those left behind malice and get some more stability because I think we need to get our stability above 50%. Leave the Austrian Federation Constitution. So I think what happens is an option they can do. Yeah, so these all have default. So I think what happens is that Austria basically is not doing so hot. And they're basically like, okay, Galicia Ludmeri will just negotiate. We'll like have referendums for people to decide if they want to rejoin, like say Ukraine or Poland. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Probably is also only allowed if you're like have decent relations with Austria. Probably gonna want to build some fighters soon also. Get rid of those consumer goods malices. Well, monarchy is more popular than socialists now, so somehow we're doing something that the people like. All right. Yeah, Germany does have like 200 factories, so not that great. I'll go ahead and separate out these tank divisions. Put them in Warsaw. I think we'll end up losing them. Convert all these guys to just regular infantry divisions. Which also, what is our infantry template? Let's support artillery. Can we get support artillery and support AA? No division. What? Another division template with the same name already exists. Excuse me? Am I not understanding something? Okay, let me rename this. Weird. There's a dog barking. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It keeps going. I can like close my window, but would prefer not to do that. It is warm in my room. Hooray! We increased rural literacy. Oh, that means we can get our research slump. We're gonna want to do that also. Yeah, I think technically if Austria goes down their like democratic path or whatever, I think technically the member states vote to join a big like United States of Austria essentially, but I've never actually played Austria, so I'm not familiar with how it actually works. Oh, we're getting a lot of political power. Wow. They're going to be a densely industrialized area, man. Wow. Reminds me of the Hollandia Historica game where we turned Indonesia into like a super industrial powerhouse, like more industrially developed than Japan. All right, let's get a. We're gonna need more anti-air and artillery. Ooh, more industrial. I will absolutely take more. National Socialist Party. Oh no. Okay, let's get our research slot. And declare war on the Philippines. Oh boy. RIP Philippines. Okay, I think we want to start grabbing these military factories. Oh. Yes, technically we could get some air XP along the way. Sure. Oh, yep, CNTFAI 1. Monarchy restored in Greece. Oh yeah, we could do some upgrades. We'll do anti-partisan and counterintelligence. We have the civilian factories now to afford that for the most part. Do want to hold off. We don't want to just run out of civilian factories for doing these upgrades. We're probably also going to need to start building military factories soon. Guess I'll go ahead and queue up a bunch of military factories, get those ready. Alright, let's get medium tanks. Do we have a medium tank designer, actually? Soft attack. Ooh, reduced production cost. I would kind of like that, actually. But we can go ahead and take the... Start researching that, and then just the templates we design once we get that design company will be all good on that front. Okay. We're getting the political support for the time being. We are still up it though. I'm not sure what we'll do here, but who's down to roses? This guy. Interesting. Tree of Cooperation. Ooh, sure. Increase civilian factory construction speed. Don't mind if I do. Not sure what to do now. Oh boy. Keep building more factories, I suppose. United States of Greater Austria, here we go. Alright. I don't think I want to go down this focus tree. Um, I don't really know what we do from here. I assume the socialists can keep agitating. Um, but we'll see. See what happens. We have new elections in 1942. Oh. Okay, Greece at war with the Ottomans. Okay. Did not realize that. Oh, and the Kaiserreich also at war with the Ottomans. Oh yeah, that's a really bad spot for the Ottomans to be in. Oh boy. Gotta take advantage of these research bonuses while we can. I know, right? We're doing pretty good, I gotta say. Like, I mean, compared to Germany, Germany has about 200 factories, but I mean, this Poland being like a quarter of all of Germany, that's pretty good. That's a good point, actually. How many great powers are there? So yeah, wait, what's going on in America? Okay, the AUS is still hanging around. I don't know. Yeah, PSA I think is definitely going to win at this point. I mean, it's just so difficult to also march on the PSA because of all the mountains. Um, occupied, I have occupied territory. Oh no, that's go ahead and switch to the cavalry for garrisons. Um, yeah, I want to look at the major countries. So yeah, all the looks like the American states, Canada, Nicaragua's got to be a faction leader, right? There's no way Nicaragua has. Yeah, okay, their leader's the Liberal Pact. Okay. Egypt, again, leader of a faction. Serbia, leader of a faction. Yeah, so not like a ton of countries. Granted, like, I'm sure Ukraine has a good number of factories. Yeah, they've got like 40 or so. Oh boy. Okay, this one I'm not sure of. Try Guderian's unit. And I'll do fire infantry equipment. Oh yeah, plus 1% recruitable pop would be nice. Huh. Alright, well, that wasn't the right path to go down. Get the revolution. Weird. I guess I guess the logic is if you mobilize the entire army will fight back against the Reichspact. Ugh. Oh, there we go. Liberty at last. Well, yeah, so I'm not sure when they do United States of Austria, they start to annex their puppets. I'm not sure why they haven't gotten these other ones yet. Maybe they have to do like different sets of focuses. Let me see. Yeah, yeah. So they do integrating. Yeah, so this integrates Bohemia and Illyria, but then a union no longer in name will integrate Hungary, Slovakia, and Transylvania. We did it. We got our independence. Yeah, I think we want this guy. Okay, now we can turn player-led peace conferences back on. Let's see, because we'll probably have the option to just stab Germany in the back. Let's ask Austria to intervene. We join Austria's faction. Hmm. Are we at least independent? Yeah. Oh, what? I know we can run with this. See what happens. I don't know if we'll get dragged into supporting Germany if Austria joins. Let's see. We can't leave faction. Oh, we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, I forgot. We can also do debug smooth, and that'll give us a little bit more performance. Did we get... We should have improved small cannon. We in... We're still in the Kaiser Wilhelm Society, huh? Interesting. Right. Phase will take advantage of that and get some more techs. Big technology sharing buffs. Oh, good. First president. And for this guy, the extra non-core manpower could be really good. Drop another save, just because I don't know how important some of these options are. Oh, we're gonna want that guy for the weekly stability. That'll be really good. Our stability's not great. We're also gonna get a lot of decisions that will cause us to lose stability, so getting like plus 5% stability passively each year will be really good. Gentleman has nothing but his honor. Okay, chaos in the center. Let's see. Oh, one engineers, because that'll unlock flame tanks. Hey, we hit 50 factories. Fall Boston, the Athens of America's fallen. Might have wanted to do more of the army stuff. Let's see. PSA front seems to have stabilized well with the CSA. Problem with the CSA, they probably have a lot of factories. And they have this comparable amount of military factories. Oh, they have so much manpower. Because they're wait. PSA is on all adult or extensive conscription, and they've got like 300k manpower. PSA is on all service by requirement. I have 32k. That is rough. This is gonna end up being a real slugging match between the CSA and the PSA. But we'll see. I'm surprised that pocket is still holding, but now they can get supply via boats, and the PSA presumably has no Atlantic presence, so heavy machine guns. Steel. Germany. Good excavation, because we got big research bonuses for that. Probably want to reapportion. The one thing I'm going to want to do is make a super cheap light tank. That we can use for garrisons. So I'll go ahead and just put a factory on that just so we can start accumulating those tanks, build up the production efficiency for them. Ideally, I want to use light tanks for garrisons because they take a lot less damage. But I think we want to go ahead and get a medium tank going. So I want improved small cannon, the 3-man turret, welded armor, radio, armor skirts, sloped armor. Can do wet ammunition storage, get a little bit more armor. I think that's good. Here we go, and start producing some medium tanks. Who do we have that's really cheap as an advisor? Pundus. Political power gain? Possibly. You really want that weekly stability, though. Armor technology production cost minus 10%. That'd be really good. Fighter production cost minus 10%. Also good. Oh, we have so many good advisors to choose from. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I don't know what the rule is for how I can see divisions. Oh, it's because of Austria's volunteer. Yeah, and I mean, they managed to push, they've almost pushed to Cairo, so I'll see what happens. Surprised Italy hasn't started fighting. I'll go ahead and do all of these, I think. Look at changing the divisions. I don't know what the deal is. Those division templates. CSA managed to link up their front. See if they can just hold the Mississippi. I mean, Mississippi's pretty defensible border. Uh, okay, there we go. Federal collapse, fall of Washington. All right. AUS still needs to fall, but the CSA, presumably that frees up a good number of troops for them to keep pushing on the CSA. They might yet pull this off, actually. Their manpower is dropping quickly, though. With the casualty, I mean, granted, we're not going to see all the casualties. Still, yeah, pretty rough. AUS is pretty close to capitulating, but so they might capitulate if they just lose like Raleigh or something. Yep. So now it's just a good old slugging match between those two. We'll see what happens. We'll want better. Well, let's go ahead and get radar. Ooh. It's surprising up yet they crushed that pocket. They also have... Yeah, they have Austrian and German volunteers, so that's going to help them out. Mm. There we go. That's a big Austria. Another minus 10% production cost. Nice 10% fighter in National Air Force. Pretty good. I'll see what happens. I don't know. Oh, actually, I want to continue the political bonuses. Let's see. We could do Friends in Vienna. Okay, so I think this will improve things for us. Oh, a bonus. Nice. What do we want to do from here? I would rather get that production efficiency cap. National healthcare would be good. Securing workers' rights would be good. Throw a land reform. Population factor. Rather have the production efficiency. Yep. Yeah, they did. Yep, ball management. Also, what's going on? What? Azerbaijan's really ruining Iran's day. That's big research speed. But civilian industry to target country went up. Oh well. I do wonder what'll happen with that in the future. Yep, Canada's intervened in the American Civil War. Just as the CSA was pushing. Let's see if Canada might be strong enough to stop them with the PSA support, but we'll see. The CSA could also just be a monster by now, and they might just capitulate and puppet Canada, but we'll see. Go for Marines. Volunteer to CSA. Oh, I could. I guess I will send them a volunteer. Assuming I can. Go ahead and make, edit, duplicate. Tiers. These guys to high priority. This is gonna be silly, but let's do it. I mean, since we're a faction member, we should be able to refuse call to arms. We could just refuse to join the war against the Third International now, which I think is better than our agreement with Germany. See what happens. National healthcare, baby. Big recruitable pop bonus. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can get rid of that last remnant of those left behind. Unless... Oh, maybe... Yeah, I don't know if we can get rid of those left behind. I don't know. Did they wait, did they refuse to accept our volunteers? I think they... Yeah, they have strategic reasons to be hostile, so we cannot actually send volunteers. Oh well. Put more factories on tanks. Oh, and we're going to want to start building planes. Probably want to research... Yeah, yeah, I'm going to consider that not my problem. Don't need to import steel anymore. Consumer goods factories minus 2%. It's crazy good if we can get reduced consumer goods from that. We might just end up being social democrat. But we'll see. I mean, the Belt Creek should happen soon. I mean, it'll happen at the Russian part will happen at a minimum when RIP commune. The Russian part will happen when that justification finishes. Up there we go. There's the Weltkrieg. Yep. Oh boy. I think we need more military factories. Where's Germany? Okay, it must need a different path in order for that to work. Maybe you have to let the revolution get crushed and then support them and fight back. Still, I'm annoyed that I can't modify these templates. Oh, here we go. I mean, we're not actually at war, but sure, guys, we can protest the war. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. Well, wasn't prepared for that. Ah, we lose other bonuses. Oh well. What are we? We're just regular syndicalists. Jeez. We probably get capitulated from this. Because Austria's army is completely freed up. So do we just have a giant... well, I didn't know that's what was going to happen. Well, guys, looks like we finished this game up all in one day. Because, yeah, we're not winning this one. I didn't realize that we would just... all of a sudden go to war immediately. Which doesn't even really make a whole lot of sense, but I guess because we were sided with Austria, Germany took that as a provocation. Yeah. Alright, well, might attempt that again. Now I know that you just spontaneously get pulled into a war. Yeah. Oh well, that's the end of the stream, guys. Hope we had fun. Interesting lore, at least, but... yeah, it's a Kaiserreich thing. Somebody's just like, hey, you're at war now. Good luck. But yeah. See you, everyone.